a snowy day. It's a snowy day. It's not snowy here today, is it? The air is cold. Snowflakes fall from the clouds. And they have something to tell you about snowflakes. They said bits of ice in the clouds stick together and they turn into snowflakes. Your cat? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I am gonna to be.
That's another story. You can catch snowflakes. Look what he's catching his snowflake on. His tongue. He stuck his tongue out. Each snowflake has 6 sides. No 2 snowflakes are exactly alike. See how they're all different? They're so.
What one?
Aren't they pretty?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No. On this one?
No, it has 6.
It has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Back and sit down.
Some snowflakes are small and dry, and some snowflakes are big and wet. They're the best kind to make snowballs out of. Snow covers the ground. Snow helps keeps plants warm. Did you know snow keeps plants warm? Are you a kitty cat? Some animals live in the snow. Do you think a kitty would live in there? No, I don't think so. Snow helps keep the animals warm. I think some polar bears lived in there. Snow melts. Look at the snow on the roof. The sun's shining on it and it's melting. And it's making a whole bunch of, what do you call those things?
What are those?
Kitties can't talk, can they? Yeah, icicles. The melting snow makes water. Let it snow. Okay, now I have one. This is a funny one about snowmen and what they do at night. You don't know what they do at night. Here's a little boy, just like you. He's making his snowman and piling one ball on top of the next and putting on his carrot nose. One wintry day, I made a snowman very round and tall. The next day when I saw him, he was not the same at all. Look, he kind of melted. He got kind of fatter. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? What did he do that made him look so different? Look, it's night and they're moving. I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the streets, right into the park. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice-cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. What do you think of that? Look, this one's spinning on his tummy. This one's on his back. Crazy. Sometimes they start giggling and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs. The pitcher takes his aim. And underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. They're playing with snowballs, aren't they? What would happen if you hit a snowball with a bat?
Then, I don't know.
Do you think it would go over a fence like a snowball, like a real baseball?
No.
I don't either.
It would fall apart, wouldn't it?
It would fall. Oh, listen. Yeah. Listen, what do you hear? I think I hear some more children. Hi, come on in. Go ahead and pop your mittens on the table over there. Hi. Here comes another one who looks just like the other one. There's some more. Hi. Wait, aren't you missing one? He's coming, huh? Do you want to put your coats and caps on the table? There he is. There's the last one. They're all bundled up like snowmen already, aren't they? We're reading a book about snowmen. Do you want to sit on the floor right here so you can see? What do you have? Lights. That's pretty fancy. Do they turn on? Oh my gosh. You are bright. This is Brennan, and he's a kitty cat today. See behind you? Here's Brennan. Okay, we're reading about snowmen. Let's tell him, Brennan, what we read. First, a little boy made a snowman. Didn't he make a nice snowman?
Brennan.
But then, look what happened. The next day, he didn't look the same. He got kind of messy and shorter and fatter. And the little boy said, I wonder what snowmen do at night. And then he decided they maybe get together and they go meet at the park and they have ice cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. And yeah, and then they have races. And then they play on the ice. And now they're playing baseball with snowballs. Oh my gosh. And no one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight. The snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Oh my gosh, they would never run out. Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Look how steep their hill is. Wow. Woo, they yell, this is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Look at this guy. He caught some air going up over there. He's really high. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things, and one by one they go. See, now they're not quite such pretty snowmen like when their little people made them. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. And there they are playing on the swing set. Those silly snowmen. Did you know that? And look at the last page. Look what the artist did. He had them waving. Isn't that silly? This one has pictures. Some kind of interesting pictures. Who's that? A raccoon, yes. And look at all the leaves. It hasn't snowed in this picture yet, has it? What season is it in this picture? What? Fall. You are right. What's that? Clouds and a sunshine. Yep. It's winter. I chase and zigzag here and there, catching snowflakes in the air. They land on my face and on my hair. I stick my tongue and catch one. Yum. Have you ever done that?
I have.
Catch a snowflake on your tongue? Flakes and flakes and flakes float down, down, down. Some melt, but some stick when they touch the bare ground. I can hardly wait to wake up and see how deep the snow will finally be. Ooh, it's deep enough to cover all the brown ground. We're all bundled up in warm snowsuits with scarves and hats and mittens and boots. The snow's so bright we have to squint. Each step we take, we sink, 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 making deep footprints. See, her boots are deep in the snow. Even the dog's wearing a coat today. That's silly, isn't it? It's winter. We make snow angels and build a snowman and a snow lady. They sparkle brightly. A snow lady, yeah. You don't have one of those at your house, do you? You just have boys. They sparkle brightly in the sun. I don't even feel cold. I'm having so much fun. Bare tree branches reach up high, sketching brown in tree patterns in the sky. There's a tap, tap, tap. I look up. What? You think so? She hears a woodpecker. See that picture? That's a fancy woodpecker, isn't it? Peck, peck, pecking. My breath comes out in small white puffs. I trudge in my snow boots going squeak.
Look at.
Yeah, even he has breath you can see, doesn't he? The air's so cold it freezes the hairs inside my nose. Brr. What bird is that? Does anybody know what bird? A cardinal, you're right. One day I get a letter from my grandma and grandpa who live down south in Florida. They say it's hot and sunny. There's grandma and grandpa in the hot sunshine, and she's up here in the snow. Ooh, that seems strange and funny. Our winters are so different, it's hard to believe. But see, here's a photo of them sunning on the beach. That would be a funny Christmas, wouldn't it? When it's warm out. Oh, look what's there. What is that? Bats. Somebody here said they didn't like bats this morning. Meanwhile, here up north in eaves where I can't see, little brown bats are hibernating. They don't eat or move. They barely breathe. They all huddle together and sleep, sleep, sleep. Shh, see them all cuddled up there? And what's this? Dragonflies? Not quite, but it is something with wings. It's bees, yep. Inside this hollow tree, there's a honeybee hive. The honeybees hardly seem alive, but they're staying warm by crowding together, all taking turns huddled in the center, warming up. And they keep their special queen bee right in the middle, and they keep her nice and warm. It's winter. Way down under my feet, turtles, snakes, and earthworms are fast asleep. Groundhogs are also curled up in sleep. Their hearts go slowly. They barely beat. Chipmunks sleep underground on piles of nuts and seeds. Sometimes they wake up, take a quick snack, and then go back to sleep. Who's sleeping here?
Snake.
A snake. We saw one earlier today, didn't we, Brennan? And a groundhog and squirrels and chipmunks. Oh my goodness, all those things are under the ground. Right now, probably.
Doesn't have a breathing place to go out.
Yeah, that's right. I wonder how he's going to get out of there.
Probably just dig.
Maybe, yeah, probably just dig.
Worms.
Yeah. There's the worm. Yep, you're right. We skate around on frozen ponds, and way under the ice, down in the soft mud, dragonfly nymphs are fast asleep, and so are hibernating frogs. Remember you said dragonflies earlier, and there's some little tiny baby dragonflies. It's winter.
In the lake.
And what's in the lake?
The born.
Yeah, look at.
Just born in the lake.
I know it. It's winter, but even here up north, not all the animals are asleep. Deer come to eat the tender twigs and bark of trees. Gray squirrels leap from branch to branch and tree to tree. Whee! There they go. Every day I scatter birdseed, then lots of birds swoop down to eat. We get sparrows, cardinals, blue jays, and chickadees. They eat and cheep, cheep, cheep. The sun sets early, the days seem short. Even before dinner, it's already dark. It gets dark now early, doesn't it? Right at time to eat, it's dark out. We search the night sky for winter constellations, and look up there, I see Orion. The moon glows with a soft, creamy light, and oh, there's a halo around it tonight. I spot a snowshoe hare just sitting there in a white coat that blends in with the snow. But soon in the spring, his fur will turn brown and blend in with the ground. Do you see another animal sitting around there? What do you see? An owl, yeah. That's a snowy owl. He matches the snow too.
There's not a snowy wolf.
No. One day we notice that some snow is melting. The sun feels stronger. The ground is getting warmer. Soon, very soon, spring will be here. But right now it's still winter. We slide down smooth and slippery hills. Whee! Watch us go. Oh, I hope we get another snow. It's winter. They like sledding, don't they? Yeah, whoopee for winter. And there's that silly snowman who's sitting on his carrot. You know, yeah, what bird is that?
No, what's on these notes?
It was a carrot, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a carrot, but it's
A chickadee, you are right. Okay, here's one of my favorite authors.
The hat.
Last time we read The
We
Mitten.
have the mitten and
Yeah. Do you have this book?
No, we bought that at the library. It's already snow, so he has that to keep his name, and then they all won. So at the end, he hangs up them all to dry, and all the animals have hats on.
Let's see about that. The thing I like about this book is the artist.
Jan Brett.
They give, yep, it's Jan Brett. You're exactly right. And yep, there it is. And the little side piece has a clue of what we're going to talk about. And now it's a hat.
Next we're going to talk about.
And
then next we're going to talk about winters.
Yep.
Is he gonna?
It says winter was on, what?
No, white mittens.
Yeah, we'll see. Winter was on the way. Lisa took her woolen clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. Oh, look, she's going to hang them up to air them out. She was hanging them up in the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. There it goes. And who do we have we're going to talk about next? A porcupine. Hedgehog. Curious Hedgie found it and poked his nose in. When he pulled out, the stocking was stuck on his prickles. How embarrassing, Hedgie thought. And now who's going to be next?
A chicken.
A chicken, you're right. See the chicken? That's our clue.
There's gonna be a big snowstorm.
Oh boy. The mother hen came by with her chicks. Cackle, cackle, she clucked and laughed. What's on your head, Hedgie? Well, it's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The mother hen cocked her head as if she had an idea, and off she ran. So she's thinking of something, and who's going to be next? A goose.
He's gonna get a hat too.
Let's see. Hedgie saw the noisy gander looking down at him. Honk, 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 ho, 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 the gander laughed. Look at that, the hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and off he ran. Where are they running, do you think?
To get a hat.
Let's see, who comes next? Brennan, who's next? A kitty cat's next. Let's see what the kitty cat does. The barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow, he called down. What a silly-looking hedgehog you are with that thing on your head. But my ears will be warm in a snowstorm. Purred the cat, and off he ran. There goes that kitty, and now comes the dog. The farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. Hedgie, is that a hat you're wearing? How funny you look, she barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. But I'll be cozy and dry when it snows, Hedgie said, and the farm dog's ears perked up, and away he ran.
Next pig.
The next one's a pig, you're right. There they are. Oink, oink, the piglet squealed. What are you up to, Hedgie? Mama Pig asked. Making sure my hat doesn't fall off if an icy wind blows up. I see, said Mama Pig, and off she ran. And who's next? A horse.
He's gonna get a hat too.
Let's see, a hat on a horse? Who ever heard of that?
I don't know.
Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head? The pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in the winter when it's cold and snowy? Hedgie shouted. The pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually so friendly. So off he ran, and who's next?
A boy.
A little boy? Let's see. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him.
Next, the boy will be running.
And with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit in his den. Here's that little boy running. He didn't see Lisa running after him, the other stocking in her hand. Come back, you silly hedgehog, she called. Oh no, Hedgie thought, even the girl is laughing at me. Who's that? A goose, let's see.
Got a hat.
With a hat, you're right. Lisa caught up and pulled her stocking off Hedgie's head. You ridiculous little hedgehog, she laughed. Don't you know animals don't wear clothes? Do animals wear clothes? No. Hedgie headed for his den, and Lisa started back toward the clothesline. That's when she saw all of her missing woolens. Uh-oh. Look what she saw. Oh my goodness, everybody found something on the clothesline. The animals had taken them, and each one was thinking, now I am wearing a magnificent hat. All the animals put hats on. Lisa was still chasing them when Hedgie reached his den. How ridiculous they look. Don't they know that animals should never wear clothes, said Hedgie. He's climbing back in without any hat on, isn't he? That's a good book by Jan Brett. It is. This is another snow one called Snow Dance. Snow Dance, yep. Let's see. Winter weary, cold and dreary, how we wish it would snow. Low clouds hover, sky is covered. It just might, you never know. Pressure's falling, forecast calling for a snowstorm late today. Find your boots, lay out your snowsuits, do a snow dance, and it may. They're going to do a snow dance. They hope they can make it snow. Skipping, prancing, happy dancing, hoping snow will come our way. We're whirling, twirling, begging flakes to come and stay. Their ground is all just dead grass, isn't it? They want snow to play in. Slowly drifting, downward sifting, falls a single flake of snow. Snow grows thicker, coming quicker. Now the flakes begin to flow. It's snowing. Hooray! Goosebumps showing, smoke breath blowing, time to come in for the night. Then while you sleep, snowflakes will keep right on dancing till it's light. Sun's rays streaming, white drifts gleaming, snow is canceled for today. Bushes glimmer, sparkle shimmer, may we go outside and play? Have you ever had school canceled for snow? No. Yeah, that would be a better time for you all. Put warm clothes on. Start with long johns, bundle up from head to toe. Next come snowsuits, coats and big boots, hats and gloves, then off you go. Takes a lot of clothes to get 4 boys ready, doesn't it? Outside clomping, boot print stomping, tasting, munching, fresh snow crunching, snow cakes baking, angel making, funny patterns in the snow. Do you eat snow cakes? Maybe. Ice sheets cracking, snowmen stacking, snowballs packing. Oh, look at.
Looks like that snowman.
They're doing creative heads, aren't they?
What's that giant thing for?
Let's see if it says. Friends attacking, frozen fingers, still we linger, having too much fun to go. You know, I think it's one of those saucer sleds, so it looks like a big ball, but it's really a sled. Yeah. And there they go, sledding.
There he is on his saucer sled.
Yep. Red sled riding, downhill gliding, skipping.
Look at.
Uh-oh, what'd she lose?
Her hat.
She better not find that hedgehog. Snow colliding, Rudolph noses, ice cold toeses as we.
Noses.
What does that mean? What kind of nose does Rudolph have?
Red.
Red nose, and I bet they got cold, so their noses were a little pink. Yeah, she has pink cheek. Oh, and a pink nose. Rudolph noses, ice cold toeses as we trudge home through the snow. Inside filling, wet clothes piling, come and thaw out by the fire.
Look at what she made.
Yeah, what is it?
Little snowman.
Yeah, it's very cute.
They tracked lots of snow in the house.
They did. Oh my gosh, now what's going to happen?
Your mom's going to have to clean it all up.
Oh no. At least it's.
No, it's the rug. It was the rug.
The rug caught the water, didn't it? Mittens dripping, cocoa sipping.
No, the rug was.
The white part was the rug.
Yeah.
Days now ending, nights descending. Yes, we're glad we had the chance. Whirling, twirling, snowflakes swirling to be a part of the snow dance.
It's an angel.
The snowman made a snow angel, look.
Yes, he
Like it
did.
went like this.
Yep.
He was like,
That's right. So we talked about snow cakes. Have you ever heard of a moon cake?
yeah, we have this book.
This is, oh. One summer night, Bear and his friend Little Bird sat down to watch the moon. After a while, Little Bird said, I think I feel hungry. Me too, replied Bear. And you know what I wish? I wish I could just jump up and take a bite out of that moon. Yum! How delicious would that be? How do you know? Chirped Little Bird. Maybe the moon doesn't taste good at all. Maybe it tastes terrible. What do you think?
It tastes terrible.
Bear thought for a moment, and then he went inside and got his bow and arrow. With a piece of string, he attached a spoon to the arrow. What is he doing with the spoon?
And then it's going to go back down with the pieces.
He wants to bite a moon with that spoon.
Not even going to work.
It's not going to work?
Yeah,
Let's see.
He's going to shoot it.
Then he went outside again and shot the spoon at the moon. But did it go in the moon?
No.
Where is it?
Lake. And he's like, okay, it's come back down.
I knew that wouldn't work, said Little Bird. The moon is just too far away. What you need is a rocket ship. Then I shall build one, said Bear. And the very next day, Bear went to the junkyard and bought everything he thought he would need to build a rocket ship. Look at his wheelbarrow. He's full of stuff. Is he going to build a rocket ship?
Yeah.
All summer long, Bear and Little Bird worked and worked, but when fall came, the rocket ship was still not finished. I would like to go with you, said Little Bird, but winter's coming and I must fly south with the flock. So Bear and Little Bird said goodbye. When it began to get cold and the leaves fell off the trees, Bear got sleepy. But instead of climbing into bed and sleeping through the winter, he kept right on working. He worked and worked until the rocket ship was finished. Oh my gosh.
When he back down, he's going to be super tired. Oh, he is.
Then he climbed inside and began the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. They're getting smaller and longer. What happened? He fell asleep. But before he reached 1, he fell asleep. He slept and slept and slept until one night the wind knocked over his rocket ship. Uh-oh. The bear had never been awake in the winter before. When he opened his eyes and saw all the snow, he thought he was on the moon. He climbed out of his rocket ship and scooped up some snow and made a little moon cake. And then he tasted it. It tasted like something he'd tasted before, but he wasn't quite sure what it was. While he thought about that, he decided to go for a walk. He didn't want to go too far because he was afraid he'd get lost, so he just walked in a big circle. After a while, he came upon his own paw prints in the snow. He's not going to get lost with those prints there, is he? These paw prints are too big to belong to a moon mouse or even a moon raccoon, thought Bear. Maybe they were made by a moon bear, or perhaps a terrible moon monster. Bear felt scared. He ran back to the rocket ship and he prepared for takeoff. And he began the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. But he fell asleep. This time he slept till spring. Oh no. Look, it's grass and flowers now. One day his friend Little Bird returned and woke him up. Hey, how is everything down south? Asked Bear. Just fine, said Little Bird. Did you go to the moon? Asked Little Bird. I sure did, said Bear.
No, he didn't.
And how did the moon taste? Asked Little Bird. Was it terrible? No, replied Bear. It was delicious. He thought he went to the moon.
Snow.
It was snow.